Hi folks, I'm Alan Christopher and I will be your instructor for Marketing 310, the Introduction to Marketing. We make the assumption that this is your first marketing class, and so our whole intention here is to try and introduce you to the basics of the class and of marketing itself. If this is your first or among your first classes at Colorado State, you're going to want to get very familiar with the system that we're using, the online platform. So I recommend that you log into the course, and the first thing you do is you look at the announcements, in particular my welcome announcement. This will give you some information, including a link to a section that the university's put together for you to be able to understand a little bit better about doing online learning and using an online LMS platform. You're also going to see that there are, on the left hand side, there is sections for modules that breaks out each week for you. You'll see a link for the discussions you have to do each week, and then you'll see a link for assignments and also your grades. The two things to pay particular attention to is first is the announcements. I'm going to post 3 times every week. You're going to see a opening post for the week that will talk about what you're going to be doing. You will see a midweek post that will bring in some more information, and finally a wrap-up post at the end of the week that will also introduce some new information, maybe a link or a news article or something. We take these as opportunities to work with you and teach you. The second thing you need to be aware of is the discussions. I will post the first discussion every week. And in there I give you a lot of information, including some companies I don't want you to write about. You do have assignments in here where you have to look at particular companies, write about certain things about them, and I don't want everybody falling back on Nike, Walmart, and McDonald's. We tend to get lazy in our writing when we do that, and we don't really introduce anything new to the class. So by taking away certain comfortable companies from you, I kind of force you to start looking outside your comfort zone and teaching your classmates a little bit about something. You'd be amazed over the years how many times a student will write about a company that they like and follow, and another student will post in their comments, "Great company, never heard of these people before, but I'm going to go look them up." That's the benefit of this outsourced learning that we're doing here, and that's part of why I prohibit certain companies from being written about. Our class is 8 weeks. You've got assignments, you've got discussions, you've got all the aspects of it. You can see everything in the modules as far as what to do. What I wanted to really emphasize a point about is to make sure that you don't get behind. The university is very generous in that they give you a 1-week grace period to turn in assignments. But there's a lot of research out there in education that shows that students that get behind by the 3rd week generally never get caught up. And ultimately what they wind up doing is dropping out of the program. I don't want this to be you. You've put in a lot of time and effort and money, or somebody's money, into coming back to school. So stay current in your work. Carve out some time in your week or your weekend where your friends, your family, your employer all know that you've got to dedicate a certain amount of time each week to get this class done. That's what's going to make you successful, is staying up, staying current. You cannot make up discussion posts. Once the discussion week ends on Sunday for that discussion, that's it. If you haven't posted, you've lost credit for it. You do get that 1 week of grace period on the assignments, but then you start losing points. And it's just really silly to do that. So do whatever you can do to stay up. That's going to be the number one thing you can do to be successful in this class. I will say this many times in my announcements, which I hope you're going to read each week. But if you ever have any questions, you have anything you need, please reach out to me and let me know what I can do to help you. And let's be successful and have a great semester. Thanks, y'all.